Hi, welcome to The Real McNeals and welcome to my Walmart haul. Keiran took me off today. It was his discount day and we went shopping and picked up quite a few things. I don't quite have everything here because there were a few things that he grabbed and took off with. He bought socks and a t-shirt and a couple of things. So a few of these things are his. Most of them are mine because I spent so much money at Walmart. Let's take a look at what I bought. If you've watched my Walmart hauls before, you will know that I buy quite a few chips. The kids like the Great Value brand, so each of the kids has their own bag today. These are for Clancy. He really likes the Hard Bite Sweet Ghost Pepper. These are a Canadian thing. The other thing that I like about them is that they're made with avocado oil instead of seed oils and things like that. I haven't found many other flavors that we can get at Walmart. There's this one, and then we did happen to find a Dijon mustard one, and it has almost no flavor. But these are very Canadian. They're made in BC. There's a little Canadian flag there you can see. And these are a favorite because they're a kettle chip, and apparently the Sweet Ghost Pepper flavor is delicious. I haven't tried it, so I'll have to try it and let you know what I think. We are trying something else for our cat litter. We have family members who are using the slide, and so I bought 2 of these big boxes, 28 pounds, 12.7 kg, for our cat to use because I'm so unhappy with the cat litter that we're currently using. And yogurt. We have girls who absolutely love vanilla yogurt, and these are Addison's favorite. Activia Vanilla is what she would choose every day. And then down here you can see that there's a cherry one. That is what Keiran likes. So tried to get everybody's favorite today. I've been trying to count my macros a little bit, and so I have switched to using the 0% Greek yogurt because it's super high in protein. It's 17 grams of protein per 3/4 of a cup. That helps to give me a good protein boost, and it helps me to try and hit those goals and balance everything out. And it's great. I add berries and stuff to it usually. Ben & Jerry's was marked down, and I don't know that I've ever had Ben & Jerry's before, but I am trying S'more Please. And this one, it says Oh Conada, which is vanilla ice cream with fudge-covered waffle cone pieces, and I think that sounds delicious. I think Keiran picked this one up for himself, which is chocolate chip cookie dough core. And then he bought himself a bunch of juices here because he's going through a phase where he absolutely loves juice. And he also absolutely loves potato patties, so he also bought himself one of those. The other thing is that he loves cereal. He eats it for breakfast, he eats it for midnight snack, he eats it all the time, and red berries is one of his favorites, so he grabbed this for himself. We've also been trying to incorporate a lot more fish into our diet, and so it's nice to be able to pick up like wild-caught fish while we're there because with his discount, it makes eating fish a lot more affordable for our family. I also typically pick up cod while we're there, but they didn't have cod today, so I just was able to pick up 2 of the haddock fillets. And they're delicious. They work for us. Have a couple of different recipes that we use for those, and it makes adding fish into our diet a lot cheaper. I picked up a bunch of coconut water. Last time I went, I bought the wrong ones, and they are a blue label instead of red. And it turns out that they have a whole bunch of water and sugar added. I drink coconut water because of the potassium content in it. I struggle a lot with muscle cramps in the arch of my foot, in my calves, stuff like that. So I have been drinking a lot more coconut water, mixing it with something like orange juice, things like that, to kind of provide a vitamin C with it. One of the things that I tend to drink, which Walmart does not carry, is aloe vera juice because it is super high in potassium, but because they didn't have it, I couldn't pick that up. So lots of these, I do have to figure out what to use the other ones for because they're so loaded with sugar and they have chunks of pulp in them. But now we have more of the good stuff. Bailey also will drink it if I mix up a drink for her. And so that's just a good way to get potassium and magnesium in. More of Clancy's chips so that I'm his favorite person. Keiran bought himself some lemon turnovers, and I'm always excited when the clearance center has organic milk on sale, and I will pick it up. And so this was $4.49. These are usually $8.98. And Keiran's discount doesn't work on these specifically because they're already discounted, but that's a really good price for milk, especially organic milk. I freeze our milk and then make sure it's fully thawed before we go to use it. Otherwise, we have discovered if you keep using it before it's fully thawed, you end up with what amounts to about 2% and then 1% and then skim milk. And then basically water that has a hint of white to it. So I recommend fully thawing before you go to drink frozen milk. The other thing with these jugs is if you take a good look at them, you can see that they don't have any of the pockets that pop in, which our milk usually has. And recently I had one of these actually burst at the seams as it was freezing, and it didn't make a mess of the freezer, thankfully. I think that it didn't explode until it was fully frozen, or like right at the end of freezing. But I am now taking a cup of milk off to make sure that it doesn't explode, because I had to thaw it out in a bowl. Like I washed the jug down really good and then thawed that one out in a bowl so that we could keep the milk, because the position that the crack was in, it was just like leaking everywhere. So you always have to watch to see if it has the indents for the pressure before you go ahead and freeze it. If it doesn't have it, take some milk off the top. Otherwise, you could end up with a disaster in your freezer. Keiran grabbed some socks here. This is also like one of his favorite instant coffees, and so he picked these up. We grabbed some bamboo skewers because we're almost out. These guys are jumbo. They're actually really, really big. I use smaller ones to check cakes and stuff like that, but I snagged these when I saw them. The girls tend to use them for projects and stuff like that too. Did you see these?
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Butternut squash, because we've been eating lots of squashes. I noticed that they had Laura Secord chocolate chips, and I don't even know what they taste like, but I grabbed some because they were really cheap. This is Addison's favorite toothpaste, Burt's Bees Fluoride-Free Fruit Fusion. And then you can see that I got 4 of these ones that are the purely white, and they're fluoride-free, and most of us are using these ones. We tend to have a lot of sensitive teeth in this family. We've used Colgates, we've used Sensitive, we've used all sorts of different things, and it doesn't really help. The one thing that we have found is using Burt's Bees, and this one here specifically has made a huge difference. Keiran tells me that he alternates between, because Colgate is so much cheaper, he uses Colgate, and then when his teeth start to get sensitive, he'll use this for a few days, and then he'll alternate back onto the Colgate again. The rest of us, I think, are pretty much using it full time, just because it just keeps the sensitivities away, which is fantastic. It was good to know that just switching toothpaste could make that much of a difference. I also picked up aspirin while we were there because it does help Bailey's migraines. Keiran picked up an LED light bulb for his car, I believe is what this is for. And then this was super special for Addison. All the kids can eat it, but we thought that it was so cute. They love Reese's Puffs cereal, but these are bunnies, and that girl is nuts about bunnies, and she was so excited when she saw these. So we'll have to crack these open here and try them out, see how the bunnies taste. And these are for Clancy because he loves his shredded wheat. I've never seen anyone prepare shredded wheat quite like Clancy does, but he takes his shredded wheat, he dumps boiling water over it, lets it sit for a minute, pours the water off, and then puts milk and brown sugar on, I believe, and that is how he eats it. So it's kind of cooked. I haven't tried it, don't know what it's like. Let me know if you try it. Thanks so much for watching our Walmart haul. I spent $252 and change, so all of this for $252. Prices have definitely gone up, but I didn't see that reflected in what I bought today. Thankfully, it's the same price as it has been for quite a while. And we got quite a few good things. Now to go and clean out the cat's litter box and try this new cat litter, and here's hoping that we love it. Hit that thumbs up button for us, hit the subscribe, and we hope to see you back soon. See you later.